So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This pass complete. Wins to Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go. 120. Number 53. Mike 53. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Darnold now to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Darnold from the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We're outside. Mike 57. I got you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
First down, New York.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing on second and 14. Darnold. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's third and 4.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wentz now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go, Sam. Mike 57. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Maher able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
List line 2, list line 2. Sunday.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Darnold, it's caught. Beckham. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
57's the mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made by Rodney McLeod. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
This by 7. Mike, 53. Hey, exit. Mike, right here, right here.
Second and 5 now. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. They've got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
We're going to sign. Mike 57.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To the air again, Darnold. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 45-yard line.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got this.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. On the return, Jackson. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
We're going to sign it. 56. Here we go, here we go. That's it.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next.